family. Hey, how's it going, everybody? I ordered that new Seaspray from Walmart. It came out the other day. Thought he looked pretty cool. So then, of course, in doing that, what do I got to do? I got to pull down all my other Seasprays and clean them. Because that's kind of the way it goes whenever you... Anyway, for me, because everything I get, I got to put it on there. I feel bad if something's not being shown. But I pulled down my Seasprays. Thought I'd go over them with you. Maybe there's some here that you don't have that you might want in your collection, or some that you can see that you're like, hey, that guy's kind of cool, or this guy's kind of cool. I like this, you know. There's some different ones. I am what they call, I'm a wormhole collector. Once I see a character that I like, or a character I've grown up with, like Seaspray, has been around since 1984, I really just, I'll find every variation of it and get the ones that I really like. Like right here, this is the iGears Mini Warrior 01. And he is very cool. He's a tiny little guy, but super articulate, super well built. And I got him 7, 8 years ago, something like that. And then you have your Power of the Primes here. And I painted up a little set of guns and threw in there. But yeah, he's a nice little figure, the Power of the Primes guy. I've got his little pizza oven or pizza box gun thing on him. And this over here is from the Gold Lagoon, one of my favorite episodes of Transformers. And you get this in that 3-pack where you get him, Perceptor, and Starscream, I think. Yeah, that's what you get. But this guy is awesome. I mean, let's just, you know, check him out. Next to him, they're mold mate. I call them mold mates. They're mold mates. Exact same thing. But he's so beautiful and gold. Yeah, he's cool. And then we have back here these. This is the Reveal the Shield Deep Dive mold mate of Seaspray. This came out in 2010. This light piping in these guys are just awesome. You can see it's like the whole back of their head. This is the Reveal the Shield, and oh, wait, it's hot out today, so that probably should just go right. Yay, he's an Autobot. Yeah, there we go. But he's pretty cool. I like the variation in color on this guy. I've read a couple of things about him, and they said he might be another representation of Dive, the GoBot, which I had that GoBot. He stayed in my pocket for years and years and years. We'll throw him over there. And then you have the regular Seaspray. That's this guy right here. This guy came out in 2010. There's more of that light piping. So cool. He came out in 2010, and all these guys turn into, what do they call them, those little airboat things? I know that's not the correct term for it. But there you go. Yeah, you can see him in all of his blues and whites. Got a way different, you know, color scheme to the other one. And then one of the ones that I am most proud of is this guy. I just love him. This is a 2012 BotCon exclusive, and that actually is Octopunch, which is cool. I've got the little tiny like core class guy that came out. Octopunch was a pretender way back in the day where he had a little shell and then he opened him up and he's a little purple and green dude on the inside, but this guy is super cool. I like this guy. Yeah, I mean, just the light piping in all of these guys is phenomenal. And they're very, you know, kibble-free, really. He's got his stuff here that turns into the pontoons and the air motor, the fans that run him. But he is very cool. I like this guy. Another one I have, he's been sitting here patiently off camera, is... He just... Wait, take everybody down. The G2... who made this? This was xtransbots. That's what this is. G2 xtransbots. And anybody that owns this mold, you'll know that the feet are so finicky. And I saw this guy. This guy went on sale for just an incredibly, like, $30. And this is a $100 figure now. I bought him on sale for $30. And he has probably got to be one of my favorite. It's xtransbots. What was... Naval Defender. That's what he was. X-Transbot's Naval Defender. G2 colors. And they make one that's the appropriate Seaspray colors, but this, like, blue is just really cool, metallic blue and all that fun stuff. And then last but not least, this is one of my original Transformers. I bought this guy, well, I didn't buy him. My parents bought him for me way back in the day, back in 1984. Let's see, when was it? I have to actually look at the camera because I can't. Ain't no way I can read that. Yeah, I got him in 1984. And this guy spent probably about 10 years in my pocket. Because, you know, you can do that and get in there. Hovercraft. There we go. There we go. This guy, absolutely one of my first Transformers. I think this was maybe my second Transformer. Maybe. And he was just a favorite of mine. But there you go, guys. There. And let's really kind of look at these. Check them out. See where they are. Or where they're not where they are, but, you know, kind of how they stack up. Let me see. Do I have anything close for comparison? Other than a Titan. And you'll see they're all knee-high to Titans. No, there we go. Well, here we go. There's, I was playing with this guy the other day. G2 Laser Prime. Scoot over there. You know, and these are the older figures, so of course they're bigger than what the newer figures now would be of the older classes. But yeah, if you look up any of these guys, like I said, let's go. That's Deep Dive from the Hunt for the Decepticons line. Golden Lagoon, Power of the Primes, Eye Gears. That's the Naval Commander. That's Octo Punch back there, the 2012 BotCon exclusive. And regular old Seaspray. He's cool. And the cool thing about this guy and this character, I'm not so sure about the different ones. You know, maybe not this guy, and I know definitely not that guy. He came with Spinster, too, that he had like an interchangeable head and all kinds of cool stuff. And I've had this dude since 2013. As soon as I saw that, boom, we had that. And he's probably pretty pricey now. But here's all these different ones, guys. Something you might want to consider. Some different one. Let's look at him, you know. Let's get him out of the way now. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and family, whatever you have got going on, I hope it's the absolute best. I'll talk to you later.